Thank you, Phyllis. Good morning. My name is Jonna Capio, and I'll be your service leader for today. Welcome to Unity of Bloomington. At Unity, we offer practical spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We are a center for spiritual growth, and we provide inspiration, tools, and practices that support people on their path of spiritual growth. Please stand and join us in combining our voices in joyful song. Please remain standing and join me in affirming our statement of being. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. This power expresses life, love, wisdom, and abundance through me. In it, I live and move and have my being. Please be seated. One way we empower abundant and meaningful living is by practicing and living our 5 basic principles. I will state the principle and invite you to respond with the affirmation. The first is, God is absolute good, everywhere present. God is. We have a spark of divinity within us, the Christ Spirit within. Our very essence is of God, and therefore we are also inherently good. I am. We create our experience of life by the activity of our thinking. Everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thought. I create. Prayer is creative thinking that heightens the connection with God-mind and therefore brings forth wisdom, wholeness, prosperity, and everything good. I pray. Through thought, words, and action, we live in the truth we know. I live. So now I'd like to invite Ginger up for our moment with the children.
Today I'm going to have a moment with Ella. Come sit beside me. How are you? Ooh.
Good.
I'm so very glad to hear that. So, are you prepared for Christmas?
Definitely.
Definitely. I like someone who knows what they like and how prepared they are. So, do you make a Christmas list?
Yeah.
Is it things that you would like to receive, or are there experiences you would like to have?
Both.
I like that's very important. I didn't know this when I was your age, that sometimes experiences last way longer than things because I can remember them. So it's good to kind of mix them in there, both experiences and things. So you get a lot of choice in kind of what you ask for. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a choice. So there's always choices in front of us. If I said, Ella, would you like an apple or an orange? Which one would you choose?
That's a hard question.
You can also choose something else. So if you don't like the apple or the orange, feel free to choose something else. What do you think?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. All right. My mom entered a watermelon contest when she was probably in her 40s, and she ate everybody under the table. She was a really good she was from South Alabama, so she really understood the importance of watermelon in the summertime. So I appreciate your choice. So, we come to Unity, we kind of talk about spiritual things, kind of inner things, and so in our daily life experience, we also have choices. We can choose to be jealous. We can choose to be appreciative. And then there's probably some other beautiful choice that you will come up with. But if we have our choice, like if, say, your best friend got something that you wanted, what's something that you want that your best friend has? Can I share one with you? When I was growing up, even though my husband's a vegan now and our household is vegan-ish, when I was growing up, the fur rabbit coats were very popular, but that was not in my mom and dad's budget, so I never got one of those, but my best friend had one. And so think about this. There's something like your best friend has that you would, okay, she's got one. Here we go.
Well, I wouldn't get this for sure because my aunt said no and it was dangerous.
Okay.
My friend Grace has a hoverboard.
Oh, a hoverboard. Okay, so a hoverboard. That's like things that I imagined when I was growing up in the future, but I guess now is the future. So we have hoverboards. Okay, so now you can choose to be jealous, or you can choose to be grateful that your friend has one and that she might let you ride it one day. Or there's probably other things that you can choose to feel. Which feeling do you think you would enjoy experiencing the most?
Probably, what was the second one?
The second one was gratitude, that your friend had this wonderful thing, and then maybe she would let you play with it a little bit.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. You're answering all my questions the way that I would like for you to. But you always have choice. And that's what we're talking about today, is how in moments we have choices on what we're going to choose to experience. Like the first thought in your mind might be, oh, I'm a little jealous because I wish I had that. But we don't have to stay there in that jealousy moment. We can go, oh, I'm a little jealous because she has that, but I'm grateful because she's my friend and I love her and I want her to have the best. So I'm grateful that she gets to experience that, and who knows, maybe that gratitude will get me a ride on the hoverboard if Mom allows that. So choice is so, wait, I didn't see anything. I think I see a head shaking back there. I apologize, Janine. So, yeah, thank you. So we have choices. And if we have a choice, my suggestion is to go with the one that makes us feel the best. And I know that gratitude feels much better than jealousy inside. So if you have any experiences this week and you have a choice on how you're going to feel, choose the one that feels good to you. Choose the one that makes you feel light and loving, as opposed to the one that makes you tense up and, you know that feeling, don't you? Yeah, we both know that feeling. So, and that's what life is about having these feelings and learning how to navigate them and realizing that you always have choice. So we're going to sing to Ella and our child self as we sing, "Oh Come Little Children." Have a good week. Oh come little children, oh come one and all, oh come to the cradle in Bethlehem stall, when Jesus the baby was born on that night, he taught us devotion with heavenly light.
Thank you for that message. This year, Unity's annual theme is how to stay centered no matter what. Each month, we explore the role that one of the 12 powers plays in staying centered and experiencing inner peace no matter what is occurring around us. This month, we are exploring the power of life. So, God is life, the power of energy, animation, force, and intelligence that enriches every aspect of being. Divine life, God life, is an endless flow, a limitless source of energy and vitality that fills our body, mind, and spirit. It is our true state of being, undimmed by outer circumstances. Divine life begins in the mind, with our thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs, and it radiates outward to our physical body and the outer environment. By the power of life, we are energized and renewed to flourish and grow. Here and now, we are joined together with the infinite flow of eternal life. Please join me in saying this month's affirmation together. Life is the infinite endowment of God, and eternal life is happening now. So I have some announcements about Unity's Candlelight Christmas Eve service. So we invite you and yours to join us at 7 p.m. on Friday, December 24th in the chapel for our traditional Christmas Eve service. It will include retelling of the Christmas story, and we will sing a verse of many beloved Christmas hymns. The service will conclude with a sacred candle lighting experience in which we will celebrate the coming of the Christ light and recommit ourselves to expressing that light in our world. The service will be less than an hour, and it is also family friendly. Everyone will be masked, and there is room for physical distancing to ensure a safe experience for those who choose to attend in person. Next, the Advent season began last Sunday, November 28th. We mailed a copy of A Christmas to Remember, the new Unity Advent booklet, to each household in our spiritual community during Thanksgiving week. We hope that this booklet will enrich your Holy Days celebration with special Sunday essays, personal stories, and daily reflections throughout this season. You'll also explore your 12 divine powers for the 12 days of Christmas, leading to the Epiphany on January 6th. If you would like a copy of the booklet, they're available at Unity of Bloomington. And then we'd also like, lastly, for you to mark your calendars and make plans to join us for our Burning Bowl service on Sunday, December 26th, 2021. All right, so Advent, today is the second Sunday in Advent, and Advent is a word that means coming. The Christian church observes this season beginning 4 seasons before Christmas and ending on Christmas Eve. It is a time of spiritual preparation for the celebration of Jesus' birth. This season continues today, and so we light the second candle. And we light this candle to symbolize the peace we have chosen to experience in this holiday season. Uh-oh.
It was.
Betsy
I know.
is trying to trick you.
It is. It's one of those.
Thank you. So, not coincidentally, the word for today is peace. The affirmation is, on this day of Advent, I remember I can always choose peace. So for today, as I continue on the Advent journey, my thoughts turn to peace. I remember what gives me peace: the beauty of a sunset, a comforting hug, a heartfelt prayer. In those moments, peace encompasses all of my thoughts and feelings, transforming any worries or troubles. I wish to carry that feeling with me always. I realize I do not have to wait for specific experiences to feel peaceful. I have the power to claim peace at all times and in all situations. I affirm that divine peace is greater than any worldly condition. I remain centered and calm and don't let minor irritations knock me off center or linger in my awareness. God's peace is my peace forever. Now we'll join together in speaking this affirmation aloud. Together, on this day of Advent, I remember I can always choose peace. And now repeat it to yourself silently. On this day of Advent, I remember I can always choose peace. Today, our musical inspiration will be provided by our Unity music team, and our speaker is our spiritual ministry co-coordinator, Ginger Curry.
Peace, peace, peace on earth and goodwill to all. This is a time for joy. This is a time for love. Now
you all so very much. Thank you all for being here today in person. It's so lovely to see. I'm just assuming that there's smiling faces underneath your masks. That's how I'll picture you. So if you need to frown, go right ahead, because in my mind, you're smiling. I do want to say a very heartfelt gratitude that Janine extends me a lot of grace, because I feel like I'm always apologizing to her after the service. So thank you, Janine. I appreciate it. I really am very delighted to see everyone this morning, to be in your presence, to sing with you, to explore spiritual truths with you, and to share insights that may have occurred through my readings or through my quiet time or through something that you have said to me during the week. So I'm just very grateful in this moment. So we're talking about peace this morning. You probably have gotten the nudges and the hints so far in this service. So peace, I titled my talk today, Peace is a Gift, because I always, there is a phrase in a song, it says, this now moment is a gift. That's why they call it the present. I always love the imagery of that, like this now moment is our opportunity to receive gifts. And with that present gift of the moment comes the present gift of the opportunity to choose the experience of peace, no matter what's going on outside of us. So peace is not us meditating silently in the woods while the birds are singing beautifully, harmoniously in the background and the sun is shining on our face. Peace is that experience where the winds of change can be blowing around us and where we can be the center of all that activity, holding the space that no matter what's going on, we have in that moment the opportunity to just go, wow, look at all this energy that's happening around me. Isn't that interesting? And then I get to choose how I engage in that energy. And the more opportunities that I have to reach inside of myself and to choose that peace part of me to express in the world, that's how the lights get spread around the world. We shine our lights brightly so others can shine their lights. So peace is always available within us. It's the gift that we were given when we entered into this world, this physicalness. It's not something that someone has to give us. If you and I are waiting for someone to give us peace, we are going to be waiting a long time, because somebody might give you peace one day and then take it away the next day. But peace isn't something that's given to us. It's something that we already have. So and this is one of my favorite words for 2021, our growth edge, our areas of growth, is to cultivate the awareness and the experience of peace within. Our assignment while I am here on this earthly realm is to cultivate. I don't have the greatest green thumb. My husband takes care of that part of our relationship. But I do understand what it means to cultivate. It means that I pull out the things that no longer are serving me, and then I plant the new seeds that I want to experience, and then I water them. And then I nurture them and allow them to grow. So you and I are cultivating our awareness and experience of peace in every situation that we find ourselves. And to experience happiness and satisfaction in life doesn't matter about how we lived in the past or what experiences we had in the past, what experiences we are having now, or maybe what experiences that will happen in the future. Peace is always available to us, no matter. I don't know how many of y'all receive the daily word. For those of us a certain age, I like the big print one. That way I don't have to get my little cheater glasses out to read what's going on here. But Richard McDeesey, several of you who have kind of circled around in the music world in Unity have heard that name, Richard McDeesey. He's very influential in writing and a wonderful musician. But he wrote a piece in the Daily Word. They come in 2 months, so we're doing November, December. So he wrote a piece in this month's Daily Word and talking about the song that we will sing as we close our service today, Let There Be Peace on Earth. And he gives us a little background information on how that song came to be. So he's writing, he goes, although it is a well-known staple in Unity and other churches, not everyone is aware of this beloved song origins. In the summer of 1955, lyricist Jill Jackson Miller and her husband, Cy, listened to a radio program featuring the idea that for peace to become a reality, it must first be in the hearts and practice of the individual. A little cultivation there. One of Jill's daughters, a young teen at the time, recalled that her mom woke up the next morning with the phrase, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me." The first line of the song, the last line of the song, the whole emphasis of the song, let there be peace on earth. Let there be the experience of peace, and let it begin with me. It says, but long before that summer and her sudden inspiration, Jill's life was far from peaceful. Born in Independence, Missouri, she was orphaned as a young child and placed into foster care. Her difficult childhood would eventually plunge her into lingering despair and isolation. And after her first marriage ended in divorce, leaving her to raise 2 young daughters alone, Jill attempted suicide. This painful experience led her to embark on a journey seeking spiritual solutions to life's troubles. Her growing awareness of the presence of a higher power in her life would guide her life's direction and influence her future career as an actor and a songwriter. According to her daughter, Jill was introduced to Unity by a physical therapist during her long recovery from one of her suicide attempts. Jill credited Silent Unity and New Thought Principles with helping her regain power over her life. So knowing a little bit about the story of Jill Jackson Miller's early life deepens the impact of her lyrics, and it offers all of us that special hope that maybe we are needing in this moment to cling to. We can all know suffering and loneliness. We can feel despair and hopelessness. Yet we can take comfort in knowing that those emotions are never the end of the story. Peace, the perfect peace of God, is already ours. The perfect peace of God is already ours. As we claim this peace for ourselves, the peace we wish to truly see in this world begins with us. So many times we get caught up into the areas of our lives that aren't really expressing the brightest light and love and think that, well, we are not enough because I went through this and I went through this and I had this experience, so I don't have anything to offer. But yet those experiences are what makes us stronger. Those experiences allow us to shine our lights brightly. I want to give a big shout out and appreciation to those who helped decorate the chapel after the service last week and who helped put the tree up. I know several, Mayan was here and there was another young gentleman. What was his name? Amadeo was here, and he helped Jack put the tree up. It's all a mystery to me. But so I'm very grateful for the energy of getting, our chapel in this Christmas spirit. And yesterday, I found myself here with Jack and Patty. And Jack and I were looking at the tree and going, there's a couple spots that maybe the lights aren't totally working right in their spot. And we identified 4 little areas where we thought, he might not have thought this, but I was preparing for the message today, so I thought, growth edge. Where is our lights not shining brightly? And the interesting thing about these pre-Christmas tree lights and kind of lights in general, if there's one bulb that is broken or not working properly, then all of those bulbs that are attached to that section don't work. So Jack and I began researching where our growth edges were and identifying those places where we needed to shine a little light and do some healing. And the first part of that healing is identifying where there might be a little area of brokenness. And then once we found them, and we had to look really deep, like in the tree, like we're doing this, looking in there, and we would see a bulb area that didn't have a bulb where it broken off. And then so Patty had pliers, of course. And so we would pull that bulb out and then put a fresh bulb in there. And then as soon as we did that, all the bulbs that were connected to that string shine their lights brightly. And I was thinking how beautiful that is, because that's how it is in the world. When I am open and when I am kind to others around me, then that allows that person to go, oh, things are a little messy right now, but there's a little light. And my light, as Betsy kind of used one fire to light the match, to light the candle, we keep passing that flame along to let others' light shine brighter. Recently, everyone should know that everyone probably knows that I was gone for a week, and we went down to Florida to soak up a little sun. And when we got to the airport, we got in our rental car, went to leave, and there was this long line at the rental car checkout place. So we're in the car, waiting in a long line. And then finally we see the lady, like people start honking the horns. Don't honk your horn in a car park. It is very loud and annoying. And it doesn't get you what you want. And so they came by and they said, the internet has gone down. So you have like 20 cars in a line trying to check out, and they're trying to do the internet. And I was like, oh, these poor workers. They're probably pulling their hair out because everybody's mad because no one's leaving the parking lot until they figure out how to check these cars out. And so it was like in my mind, it was like, people just like be kind to one another because no one is happy right now. And yeah, you can get mad and you can go, I'm so frustrated and, why is this happening? But that's not going to get you out of the parking lot any quicker, and you'll be angry. Being kind might not get you out of the parking lot any quicker, but it sure is a lot more enjoyable. Trust me on this. So that is why you and I are here. It's so that we can be those snippets of light. We are doing the work, like Jackie and I did yesterday, of finding those places maybe that are a hurt place within us, that blocks our expression of our light to its fullest, that it blocks our expression of our true self to its fullest. So it's our responsibility to take responsibility for whatever that hurt is and allow it to be open to healing. So it's with a grateful heart and mind that I open my awareness to the current blessings in my life and to the future blessings yet to be. That's kind of that was my affirmation for this week. It is with a grateful heart and mind I love to start with gratitude. I open my awareness to the current blessings in my life and the future blessings yet to be. When I was reading the Daily Word last week, I came across the perfect daily word for today. Not perfecter than the one that we had, but it was a perfect one. They're both perfect. It says, when life swirls around me and I need a moment of quiet stillness, I center myself on the Christ within to find peace. Should I meet people struggling with troubling circumstances or the trials of daily living, I send them thoughts of assurances from the center of my divine calm. I am a radiating center of peace. I am a radiating center of peace. You are a radiating center of peace who has the potential to bless everyone we meet. If I encounter a store clerk who seems frazzled by the holiday crowds, I say thank you for meeting the needs of so many people. And my peaceful words have power. The more peace I send to others, the more I have for myself. During all the storms of life, serenity and tranquility are mine. Through all the storms of life. You know, if the writer of Let There Be Peace on Earth, if she hadn't moved through the hurts and the pains of her earlier life, could she still have written such a poignant song? Maybe. But I like to think that all of the experiences that we have gone through have molded us, have made us stronger in areas, have provided opportunities for us to know ourselves more, so that we can, as we unfold on this physical place, in this physical space, here for the short amount of time that we are here. 100 years is a blink of the eye. So here in this short amount of time, I can choose to be intentional on how I show up in the world. Let's live our life intentionally. Life happens around us, but we choose how we respond. Now, I'm not going to respond with my highest self 100% of the time. And you all know that because you've been around me for several years now. But that is our journey. That is our growth edge, so that the more and more opportunities that we have more opportunities to choose to respond from our Christ nature. So as we go through this week, I invite you to be open to whatever is happening. This is happening. This is not ideal. This is not what I want to experience, maybe. So how do I reconcile what is happening with how I want to experience it? And then my work is to reconcile those two things, where that I'm experiencing and expressing more and more of what I would like, rather than reacting to what is happening around me. So we're going to take this time to meditate on the peace within us, to open ourselves to the practice of cultivating and nurturing the experience and the expression of this peace in our everyday lives. So please join with the music team now as we prepare for meditation.
People in my heart and mind.
this time, I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Allow your spine to elongate as you use the chair you're sitting in for support. Allow the crown of your head to gently float upwards towards the ceiling. And now reach down with your toes and know that beneath the floor, there's the energy of the earth, the gravity that holds us together here. Not only securing us to this planet, but also binding you and I together. We breathe in and we breathe out. Peace shall come when we open our awareness to experiencing the gift that has already been given. Peace is available, always ready, always willing to fill in those spaces that might be agitated, those spaces that might be hurt or feeling sad. Invite peace to cover. Invite peace to heal. My peace I give to you. Those were the words of Jesus, the gift. In every moment, we have the opportunity to tap in, to experience and to invite that presence into whatever situation we find ourselves. It's with an open heart and it's with gratitude that I breathe peace and that I release that which no longer serves. I breathe in peace. And then breathe out baggage that I've been holding on to. I breathe in peace. I release any hurt feelings. I breathe in peace. And I release. And now let's just rest for a moment, breathing in and out. In the silence.
Thank you. We turn now to the spiritual practice of generosity. We are grateful for the many ways this center supports us in our own personal spiritual growth, and we in turn are happy to support this center with our financial contributions and our voluntary service. We are also grateful for those who have already put in place automatic weekly, monthly, or quarterly giving. Today, if you feel led to give, visit our website at unityofbloomington.org and click the giving link. And if you brought a tithe or a love offering with you this morning, we invite you to place it into the singing bowl at the back of the chapel on your way out after the service. The singing bowl is also where you can leave your prayer requests. You will find the prayer request card in the pocket of the seat in front of you. Join me now in speaking loud our abundance affirmation. Together, I am an abundant being living in an abundant universe. God is the source of my supply. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give the best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat. A peace on earth, goodwill to all. I thought as that day has come, the belfries of old Christendom had rolled along the unbroken song. A peace on earth, goodwill to all. Till ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime, a peace on earth, goodwill to all.
We bless our abundance with these words. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I would like to invite you to stand now and to join with me in saying our closing prayer together. We are here to glow as the light of God. We are the light of God. We are here to embrace as the love of God. We are the love of God. We are here to stand in truth as the power of God. We are the power of God. We are here to radiate as the presence of God. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So in gratitude for our current radiant health, please remain in place and join us in singing together, Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to
Peace to you.